Hey, Aries, Mel, Intuitive Coach here, excited to bring in your August 2025 career and money reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aries, welcome. I am seeing here someone ironing out their clothes. Maybe this is a pair of slacks or a blouse. And I feel like this means you are preparing. You're getting ready here for maybe an important date or event. It could even be an interview showing up for you. It feels like there's going to be change. You are planning for change and you want to play the part, play the role. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Pentacles here in reverse. This is about you letting go of an old identity or an old persona that you have worn. I feel like things are going to change here for you. And by the looks of it, it is a change for the better, but there may still be some uncertainty about how something is going to go, how something is going to play out here. Your first card out, Aries, is the planner. The planner mentions taking financial inventory, seeing what needs changing here. You're showing up. You are putting in the effort. You are in the throes of change. You could be an event planner, a project manager, or a professional organizer. I happen to feel this is also you planning for these changes to occur within your business. Perhaps they already have. And it just feels like some of you want to not only play the part, but look the part here of the changes that you are initiating. There is some underlying energies that are also taking place deep within you. You are shifting here energetically. You're shifting also on a cellular level. So this means that there may be some of you who no longer are feeling fulfilled by a current position that you've been in. For others of you, I feel like you have worked long and hard to get to where you're at in your life, in your career, in your money, and now you're ready to advance. Now you're ready to grow or see that hard work that you've been putting towards something pay off, because you also have here Windfall. So I'll get to that here in just a moment. It says it's crucial that you make a plan to make sure each day counts. Some of you could be moving. You may be relocating. I'm also getting here real estate. So you could either be in real estate or that is going to take precedence over the month of August for some of you. And for others of you, you're planning your future. I see that with the Ten of Cups. You're planning your either retirement. You may be looking at funds, long-term funds, family accounts. You may even be working with a family member or a spouse. I see that some of you could be helping other people in some way. Maybe you're a helper for families, helper for children, for women. It feels like there may even be nonprofit or humanitarian efforts taking place here, Aries. So you are coming up with a plan. You may be writing a business plan or expanding your business or your target market, your clientele. It feels like you want to be prepared. That's the energy I'm getting here. Now you have science showing up. Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. You see here that she is looking under the microscope. So it feels like you're getting a closer look at something. Something is closely being examined in your life. Now, this could be under scrutiny. So for example, you may be under scrutiny, meaning someone could be looking at your resume, looking at your qualifications, your references, things of that nature. I'm also getting, for those of you business owners, people are looking you up. They are reading your services or what you have to offer here. So it does feel like there's an interest is what I'm getting here. You could also be a chemist. You could be in forensics, a biochemist, or anything in the field of science, including animal science or health science could be significant here. I am getting wellness. So some of you may even be looking at wellness products. such as certain supplements here. Some of you may be joining a company or joining some form of partnership here, applying your knowledge with them. I'm getting education here too. So this could be like a university, or maybe you're studying or learning or training under the supervision of someone else. But I feel like there's also a partnership coming in here. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problems. Now, some of you could have your money, that you are taking a deeper, closer look at here in August and asking, where is my money going? How much interest am I paying on this loan? Or how can I budget? How can I save? How can I be more resourceful? So I do feel like you are doing what you need to do to create this windfall, whatever this windfall may be for you. It says you are about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. So money is increasing here for you, but it feels like you've had to do your research. You've had to put a lot of your time and energy and maybe even skill set to the test, because this isn't something that was just handed to you. That's not what I'm getting here. It does feel like you have gone through a loss, or you've gone through moments of being humbled here. You've shifted your perspective, your role, your identity in some way. Money is currently in a positive cycle, or it's flowing into a positive cycle, because this is your outcome energy for the next 4 to 8 weeks. It says this is a great time to treat yourself or make a big purchase. Now, some of you, that big purchase could be a home. Okay, it could be that you are purchasing a vehicle. All right, it could even be that you are buying yourself new dressy clothes. That could be the ironing, right? You may have something you are attending, and it feels like you're not only walking the walk, but you're talking the talk. And I feel like people are noticing you. You're turning heads in some way. You have a skill set here that stands out. And I also feel like you are well respected. Like people are listening to you at this time, listening to what you have to say, even if that has been a struggle or a challenge, Aries. It feels like you are finally getting the recognition that you deserve. Now, bottom of the deck, we have here the chess piece. This is about strategizing, money strategy, and that's the planning coming in too, because if you've ever played a game of chess, it takes concentration, it takes mental agility, and you must look at the holistic perspective here of the game. You can't just look at one piece and expect to move that and you're good, right? You have to cover the king and the queen. You have the bishops. You have, different moves that you can make. Chess can be a very long game. It can be a process here in your career or your finances that you've been playing out for a while to prepare for something quite significant here in your life. I do feel like this is a changeover. Some of you, it may be retirement. For others of you, it could be the sale of a business. It could be moving to a different location. It feels like this is life changing, whatever it is that you're currently going through financially or within your career. Now, some of you may have military in your background, or you could be living near or on a military base. Some of you could even have family members that you are connecting with that show up more significantly in the month of August. This is also leader energy. And I feel like you are a leader of your industry. You are someone who thinks things through. You're not rash and impulsive, at least not when it comes to making this choice or decision or changeover that is showing up here for you in the near future. This is about wise spending. You have a lot of experience that you have beneath you. You've gone through a lot. You have learned the skills of the trade here. And I feel like that's why you stand apart here. You're making some big, bold moves. And I feel like they're putting you in a position here of power. All right, so let's dive into the current financial energy. You do have the Queen of Wands showing up here. The Queen of Wands is showing up here in the the reverse position, but I feel like you're starting to feel more magnetized. That's what I'm getting, is your confidence is returning here. You're starting to feel better about your circumstance here. The Queen of Wands is someone who's highly magnetic. She is a natural leader, or at least she gives off that energy of natural leadership. You may not be in that specific position, but people may come up to you and ask for advice. They may ask you, even in the grocery store, do you know where this is at? And you're like, I don't work here. But I feel like you do give off this air of confidence. You are someone who's very creative, very artsy, very protective also of what you have built, what you have created. She can be the entrepreneur, and she can also be the one who multitasks. You may have maybe a couple of different projects going on at this time, Aries. You may be juggling maybe a couple of jobs, but I feel like you have your confidence returning after a period of really going through this planning stage, like planning things out here. It feels like you're ready to launch. Okay. Yeah. Ready to launch here, ready to launch an idea, a project. You're ready to put yourself out there in some way. I mean, you're ready to make a bold move, because she is feeling more confident here about the choices that she is about to make. Now, the Queen of Wands, when she is in the upright position, which I do feel like she's rolling in the upright position here, by the end of the 4 to 6 weeks, and you're moving into more security within yourself. Okay. This is spiritual growth. This is about you feeling like you're not letting external noise control your moves. And maybe that was a struggle that you've gone through in the past, like looking at what's going on in the world, looking at the economy, politics, what's changes going on in the world. You may be feeling like, okay, yes, there's a lot happening here around me, but I'm still going to stand in my power. I'm still going to focus on what I love. I'm still going to manifest here wealth or abundance or this windfall. It feels like you're not letting that external energy show up in a way that has you manifesting from a place of fear. That's what I feel here for you. So when it comes to your finances, you may be still gaining some confidence regarding your current state, but I feel like that is shifting here. Now let's take a look at the source of financial blockage. What is holding you back from abundance? You do have the 10 of Cups. Some of you may feel like you're doing it all alone. Okay. You could even be a single parent for some of you, or perhaps, you have a lot of people to take care of here. 10 of Cups can be family dynamics. Maybe you feel like you don't have a lot of support, but you have a lot of bills, a lot of responsibilities. The 10 of Cups can also be fulfillment. You may not feel as fulfilled as you would like. It feels like there's a piece missing, something missing. You may even be taking care of a family member who could be in like a nursing home, or maybe there's family living with you. Okay. It could be extended family. Maybe this is an in-law, or it could be someone's parents. I feel like that has been a struggle. Some of you, there may be funds or money coming in from taking care of someone who may not be directly your child. Okay. That's what I'm getting here for you. It could even be that, you're not feeling as energized, you're not feeling as confident if you don't love what you're doing here. And that's the big change, the big shift that's coming in, because the 10 of Cups, when this is in the upright position, it is the ultimate blessing. So I see that you're working hard, you're planning your future out to obtain here the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups not only is the ultimate blessing, but it's being a part of the family, being part of community, feeling like your work brings in purpose, feeling like you're being of service to mankind, but not only feeling that energy, being recompensed, being compensated for your work here as well. So when the 10 of Cups shows up, some of you are really reflecting on work that brings you joy. And there may even be some family drama or family dynamics that have come into play here that have caused a little bit of a blockage here when it comes to your financial freedom. All right, let's look at your mindset here. When it comes to your beliefs, your attitude around money, you do have the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers, again, is choices. The Lovers is about you loving what you do. And because this is showing up here in reverse, some of you felt like you had to take maybe a different path. Maybe there was love in something at first, but it feels like over time, something started to become more of a burden or more of a responsibility that was difficult to maybe shoulder on your own. Some of you may have even gone through a divorce. You may have gone through a period of having to go it alone. You may have lost everything here. And some of you, I see with this Five of Pentacles, Five of Coins in reverse, I do see the comeback is stronger than the setback, but it may have taken you a lot of years for some of you to regain or recoup what has been lost. And for some of you, this isn't just financial or monetary. It feels like you had to regain or recoup that confidence, okay? Because the Lover showing up here as your mindset tells me that you want to share your time. You want to share your care with the people that you love, with the people that you inspire, that inspire you. You want to feel the goodness in your career. You want to help other people out the way that maybe you've helped them, they've helped you. You want there to be that reciprocity. But when this shows up in reverse, it tells me that, yeah, there's some choices to make here that may feel a bit difficult, that may kind of up level your entire life, but I feel like that is what is necessary for you to continue growing, continue evolving here in some way, because you will reach whatever goals, milestones, or aspirations that you've set out for yourself here, Aries. Now, in the past energy here, or potentially the hidden factors affecting you financially, you have the Five of Coins. So remember what I just said about some sort of loss that you've gone through. Some of you, this is bankruptcy, or you've had money or health, even health issues that have affected your career, affected you financially. Maybe this is a very large, like, financial bill that caught you unexpectedly, or it could be that your health has shown up in a way where you have extra payments, or it's allowed you, or not allowed you for that matter, to focus on what it is that you've loved. It feels like you had to get yourself back in alignment is what I'm getting here with this Five of Pentacles. Now that it's in reverse, though, tells me that you're not letting pride, you're not letting debt, you're not letting the mindset here hold you back. There has been financial and material changes, yes, but instead of the head down, because you've already done this, the head down, kind of wondering, okay, I'm sitting here abandoned. It feels like that at times, like I don't have anything here, or it just feels like I'm stuck in this scarcity. I'm stuck in this not enoughness. I feel like you are lifting up your head here. You realize that the key is right there, and you're unlocking this new opportunity, but it requires a shift in perspective. It requires this choice that shows up for you. And it does feel like there's help. You have help from the universe. You're not alone. And they're showing me the game of chess here, where again, it doesn't feel like you're the last man standing. And for some of you, you may feel like that. It feels like, yes, you have some opponents. There may be some opposing views, but I actually feel like you do have some resources, some help, or something that is showing up here. Maybe the hands of the divine synchronicity helping you through this energy. Okay. Now, what's above you here? What are the opportunities for income growth? Where can you make or increase your money? Two of Pentacles. Yes, the Two of Pentacles can be about juggling, all right? It's about multitasking. Some of you may even be weighing up pros and cons. Perhaps you are on a bit of a tight budget here, or you're just taking a look at, what needs to be shifted here. If something is out of balance, out of sync, you are wanting to put it back into balance. So the Two of Pentacles showing up is also about financially taking on a lot, and you are saying, what can I drop? what payments can I consolidate, or what debt can I, pay off first. You may even be looking at books, like strategy books. Maybe you're looking at how to make your money grow, or think rich, grow rich. Maybe you are working with a financial advisor, or looking at, how to grow. It just feels like there's a growth energy, a growth mindset here, or not only just growing, but how can I stay afloat? Like, how can I keep moving in this direction without feeling like I'm sinking or feeling like I'm going under? So there's definitely an opportunity to realign, rebalance, drop some of those balls that you have up in the air at this time that you feel stuck in. Maybe it is a payment that you can work out a payment plan. Perhaps you can really tackle this debt over here in order to get that paid off quickly, so you're not paying that interest. It just feels like you are saving. You're able to save a little bit more here, or you will, okay? It feels like there's also a 2-year plan for some of you. Like 2 years is what I'm getting for a big, big goal that you have for yourself. Now, in the near future, the actions that you have are embracing the moon energy, okay? Because the moon can feel uncertain. The moon can be illusions as well. And what I mean by embracing the moon is embracing your own intuition. This is one of the most highly intuitive energies in tarot. That High Priestess is as well, but this is all about, Pisces energy of things that feel hidden from us. But I feel like you are asked to trust your intuition and not succumb to fear, not succumb to the shadows, the secrets, the illusions. You may even have some subconscious energies that are resurfacing here for you to really take a look at your money pattern, your relationship that you have with abundance. Where are you manifesting from? Are you manifesting from a place of trust, or are you manifesting from a place of fear? And I see that the steps forward may feel a bit shaky, right? They may feel a bit foggy. They may not be as clear as one would want or one would hope, but you have this deep knowing. We all do. We have that deep knowing within us. And I feel like you are coming back to yourself. You're coming back to a sense of confidence. There's something within you that is resurfacing here under the moonlight. So I would say by the next full moon, we just had a full moon here a few days ago, when at the time of this reading. So again, August energy, even around that 8/8 portal, feels significant for you. There are going to be truths that show up within you and around you. So don't fall victim to some of the scandals, some of the lies, some of the toxicity, the fear-based energies. Now, what is the outcome? The likely result, if you implement what is already kind of taking place in your life, the action steps that you already have moving, what is going to happen here? You have the Tower. This is your major arcana. So I feel like this is a change that is initiated for you and maybe even by you. It's not that you are going through, some of you, yes, you are going through a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot of awakenings happening here for you. But I feel like this is significant in order to get to the windfall. All right, something here is crumbling, and it could be the crumbling of a belief system. It can be destroying old structures here. Some of you, there's a massive change or surprise that is showing up that, yes, it could shake, shift, and alter your world. And you are asked to trust in the flow, trust in this process here. Because the moon, yes, even though it holds uncertainty, there's something deep within you that knows that this windfall, this abundance, this pay raise, that this opportunity for you is showing up that's going to put you in a positive cycle, right? There's something deep within you that knows this, Aries. So trust that. Try not to let the fear get louder than the trust. Okay, I am going to pull a couple of cards here. We'll keep out the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but I just want to take a look at this Tower. Spirit, what do we have, please, for the Tower? We have the Hanged Man. All right, this is going to shift perspective. It's going to be very important that we look at things from a different angle, a new point of view, that holistic perspective. And one more. After a period of stagnancy, or after a period of feeling a bit stuck, or feeling like things were not coming together, actually things were coming beautifully together for you. Even if it didn't feel that way, behind the scenes, something is working out here profoundly. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is an action taker. Even though he's the slowest pentacle, or excuse me, the slowest knight, he is the knight that you can trust. He is the knight that, you know, works hard. He is very hardworking, very dependable, very detail-oriented, disciplined, and loyal. And it feels like you are moving in a direction that you can trust. It feels more simplified. It feels more laid back. I mean, he doesn't have shoes on. He has his pants rolled up, and he has his horse that's following him. He doesn't have to beg that horse to go or drag him. You know, all he needs to do is walk forward, because he's feeling more confident. He's feeling like he's able to grow, right? That is the energy here of growth. And so you have something that is aligning with you when it comes to this Knight of Pentacles. And patience and resourcefulness are going to help out through this time. And even though you may feel like you've lost your direction from time to time, right? You may feel like, okay, who am I? What am I doing here? Some of you, this is a midlife awakening, as I call them, midlife awakening. Some people call a midlife crisis, but I feel like you are waking up to the whole of you. So there's definitely some shifts coming in that are going to alter your world, but in a way that you never, I don't want to say never expected, but it's a way that really does align with your highest timeline. And don't be afraid to shed this old life, this old identity, this old persona. And some of you, it's that scarcity mindset, or that belief of not having enough, or not being able to support yourself or your family. That is a perspective that needs to be shifted here. If you have any sort of scarcity mindset whatsoever, remember, don't let that get louder than, you know, the hope, the milestones, the goals that you have for yourself, for your future. All right, let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Aries, please? Oh, okay. You have a few that just popped out, but we're going to look at the one that's on the table visibly. We have the Thinker. So you are, again, in that chess space at this time. We're going to look at these ones as well. But you have the Planner. So I do see you strategizing. I feel like you're taking a look at things and saying, okay, what can I do to better my circumstance? What choices, what decisions do I need to make here for my family, for my future? What can I do to really show up in a way where I love my work, where I feel fulfilled spiritually, but also financially? I feel like you are in this deep contemplation. Some of you may be 44 years old. Okay, or 8 could be a significant number. Something could be coming back around. The 8 is the infinity symbol. Also, that 8-8 portal could be big for you. Now, you also have here Yang energy. This is the masculine principle of action. This is actually the Emperor, which that's your major arcana. So I feel like you are actioning something up. You're getting ready, just like that ironing board. You're getting ready to play the part. You're getting ready to put on a new, a new role, a new persona, a new costume. And this is action on your part, but there's the hands of the divine. Remember, I said you're not alone. You have some form of resource here, some form of support or help that is showing up for you in the near future. And you have fork in the road. Fork in the road is coming up to that pivotal point, maybe a bit of a crossroads where you cannot continue moving forward in the same direction. Something's got to give, and that's why the Tower is here. Now, this is also number 13. In tarot, 13 is the death card. So this is about, a change, right? Endings bringing in a new beginning. Because after every ending comes a new beginning. And I feel like it's an ending to an old mindset, an old perspective. Some of you, yes, it's going to be an old job or a role that you have played. You are pivoting, you're shifting, you are owning up to this divine detour. Because on the other side of it, we have loyal heart. There's the lovers. There's the lover's energy here. This is what's true for you. That's why the moon is here saying, trust in your intuition. Yes, things seem to be uncertain. Yes, we live in unprecedented times, but I feel like you have the key, you hold the key, and you actually see it showing up here in the loyal heart. And you also see it, in the 5 of coins. So some of you, even though you've lost a lot or there's been a hit that you have taken, I feel like you will recoup. Stay heart-centered this month, okay? Stay in that energy here of love. Trust in your divine blueprint. Trust in your path. Trust in yourself. This is beautiful energy here. All right, let's get a message here from your spirit animals. And at this time, Aries, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through the nose. Hold the breath for the count of 3, 2, 1, and release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you, Aries, to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky or swims deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, magical, mystical. This could be a pet that you have at your home. Perhaps an animal that's recently crossed your path in the great outdoors. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your animals, whether you have 1 or 5, drop them in the comment section below. I will enter you into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of the month and post right back here on the channel. All right, so it's on that community page, so please be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button. You have whale spirit, trust in the great mystery. So we have that word trust showing up again. This also reminds me of that moon energy. So trust that everything that is unfolding here is for the highest good. Whale spirit. You have otter. You are never alone. You're getting a lot of this heart energy here. You see the loyal heart. You have the lovers. You may even be seeing nature show up in ways that bring in love. Okay, you could even see heart-shaped rocks, heart-shaped clouds. So pay attention to love in all forms. Otter spirit reminds you, you are never alone. You have fox. Think on your feet. Some of you may have some, quick thinking to do, even though you have that chess piece. Remember, you have the logical mind to be able to think on your feet. I feel like you've been planning for something. So what this tells me is you could go in for an interview. Some of you could be speaking up or representing yourself in some way, your skills, your talents, and you could get asked a question that maybe you didn't have time to prepare, or there could be something that shows up where you're like, oh, I didn't plan or prepare. Don't let that spiral you. You have the ability to answer authentically and real, where people are tapping into you. They're tapping into your vision. There is some sort of exchange showing up here in the near future that feels very, very aligned with where you are moving forward. All right, so think on your feet. And lastly, we have Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. Watch and wait as things start to move around. Okay, it does feel like things are out of your control. You've already done the heavy lifting. Okay, it feels like you've done the heavy lifting. You've been planning. Now you get to put that energy out into the universe. You already have for many of you. And now you may be waiting for the call. You may be waiting for the change, waiting for, the shift to take place. And it is behind the scenes. It feels like there's so much going on here for you. There's a lot that you cannot see. That's why the moon is showing up here. But what you cannot see is actually leading you directly into change. You have the windfall. So even though the tower can feel like, oh my goodness, everything is happening all at once. That's how some of you may feel. But because you have windfall showing up, you are about to receive this positive flow of abundance. Okay. So stay open, stay receptive. This is a great time to keep that heart space available. Okay. Keep that heart space open. And lastly, let's get a message from the soul's truth. What does your soul want you to know at this time as you are navigating your money journey? Yeah, as I keep saying, keep your heart open. You actually have the feelings, okay? Because your feelings are also alerting you of what's going on in your world. We have to feel it to heal it, okay? So what do you resist feeling right now? In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce. Some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Today's soul action: allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, and enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. That is what I have for you, Aries. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And of course, drop your power animals in the comment section below the video.